So, continuing with our unique baby gift ideas, today we're making a baby bib and not just a regular one, but one with a pocket to catch foods. So, come along and let's get this started. Okay, you can get this pattern from my website at isewithjoy.com. Here I'm just showing you how you're going to cut and place the pattern for the pocket. Now on the top left hand corner, you can see exactly what I'm doing as far as how I'm folding the fabric to cut that up. Be sure to pause this or slow it down so you can see exactly how that happens. And then at the bottom, I'm just showing you what it looks like after. You're going to cut that pattern out. You're going to need some snap clips and the tool, the pliers you need for that. And then you'll need two pieces of fabric. So in the you're going to need the pattern piece of fabric depending on what you're trying to do. I decided to a blending of cultures, so the African print here, and then on the back side you want something absorbent. So you can either use fleece or you can use towel or something, but that's going to be what's going to be on the back side. I wanted something soft because obviously it'll go on the top, or in some cases when a baby doesn't have a top on their skin, so you want to make sure it's soft. And here this is just how you're going to layer it. So the right side facing you, facing up, then you put in on the pocket, and then you're going to put the other piece of fabric, either fleece or towel or whatever it is you want to use. And once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and use some clips to clip it all down so that it can hold in place. This is a very easy beginner-friendly project, but it's also a very unique one that you can give as a gift to a friend, a family member, or someone, a loved one. I used to make these to sell when I had a different Etsy store. Now I have one that's primarily for hair bonnets and shower caps, but this was one that I used to make a lot, and I sold quite a few of it because it's really very pretty. So you're just going to take this. Once you have it all together, you're going to take that and go to your sewing machine and sew it all around. Be sure to leave a piece, and I'll show you right there, right at the top there. You're not going to sew because that's what you're going to use to turn it inside out. So just leave those areas and then sew. And I'm sorry, you're actually going to leave the opening on the bottom part right there because you're going to use it to turn it inside out. Not at the top, at the bottom. So now go to the sewing machine and sew it all together, just like you see. And then you have it. Take off any excess pieces, making sure not to cut through your stitch. You want to make sure that this is clean and it's not bulky. If you're not sure why this is done, usually it's because you don't want, when you turn your fabric inside out or your piece inside out, to be bulky. So that's primarily why people do this. If you're not working with a bulky piece of fabric, you don't need to worry about it. But anyways, once you turn it inside out, this is what it looks like. You can use an object to try to poke out the edges so that everything looks really crisp. If you have a mini iron, you can go ahead and iron everything down. And the other reason why you cut the excess pieces, I particularly do this when I'm going to be working with snap clips, because you don't want something too thick that makes it difficult to install your snap clips. But this is what it's going to look like. And now you're going to actually go and put a top stitch around everything, just where you have the opening, and then you're just going to stitch all around, including around the neck area, so it all just lays flat very nicely. And you're almost done. This is actually a really easy project that doesn't take too much time. Once you cut your fabric pieces, I think from start to finish, it probably takes about 20-25 minutes because it really is that easy. And then now you're just going to place your, identify where you want to put your snap clips. Some bibs come with two areas because when a baby is younger, their neck's smaller, and then, as they get older, their neck obviously grows with them. But others, you can actually just, put it, it just has one clip, one snap area. In this case, I'm just doing it for one snap area because I want it to be one that my nephew can use as he gets older. Obviously, he's not really eating any solids right now. So by the time he starts eating solids when he's a little over, 6 months or whatever, he's on the size 2. At that point, his neck will be at the right size and he can use it. I know teething babies also use this, but if you're doing a bib for a teething baby, you really don't need the pocket because obviously there's nothing that they're dropping in there. So this is primarily primarily for babies who have just recently started eating, and you want to make sure you're able to capture any food items so it doesn't end up on the floor. I know some people have dogs or little pets or other little ones that they don't want picking up food from the floor, so this would be a great way to catch the food. You can also use water resistant material just to make sure that it doesn't hold too much moisture, if that's what you want to do. Anyways, this is it. It's really that easy. A very simple and unique baby gift, and one that's going to be loved and cherished by the gift recipient. I'm going to be posting more videos about these unique baby gift ideas because I made quite a few items for my nephews. So if you're not already doing so, please take a moment to hit that plus button to get notified the next time I post. And also follow me on YouTube. That's my YouTube handle there at Printed Bonnet.